And real quick, that was Florida. This is Florida as well. Florida for us is a flare control coverage. So we're playing essentially our cover one. We're rushing 5 guys. We're rushing 6. But if the tailback flares, our edge defender will own him in man coverage. Here we go, play it. So we're Apple, Florida here. We see a lot of incomplete passes. Here we were watched, so walk down to it. We got to be better again. This is a freshman linebacker. We put him on a 3rd down package because he's athletic. You got to win this matchup. But a lot of times the quarterbacks really want to speed up, man. If you're going to let an A-gap guy go, they get nervous whether he's getting blocked or not. And that's why you'll see 91 here kind of be hesitant for any sort of screen there to 4. Because he is the flare control guy. And we talk about, hey, he doesn't necessarily need to run a swing. You own that guy if he comes to you. Nice job by 91 getting his hands up. So here, go to the end zone shot. I like this. Pause it. So we were Apple. We're playing cover 1. We call this read. So these guys were going to drop out, and they're sitting there reading the A-gap. If they see that center, take his eyes and move him to go help out, because when we started dropping people, then the center he finds work, right? He's going to go rib sauce one of your D linemen. So we walk these guys up. We tell them both, we're playing Alabama, which is a true rush 5, cover 1. One guy owns 24. We got a post player, but the guy drop into the low hole, all right, he's our designated fifth rusher, but he's not going to come if there's no spot for him to go. So he's on the snap, dropping, looking, he sees an opening, he's going to go. So that is 40 here. Play it to our left A-gap. He drops, sees 56, changes eyes, and he adds on. So we're saying it's a 5-man rush, but if 56 eyes him down the whole time, then we're going to just leave him as a low rat player. We'll have 2 low rat players. 47's got 24. He's not doing a very good job. They could get him to him. 42, nice job. A little high on his arm over. Great catch. I always say they're great catches. They're just out of bounds. Hell of a catch. That doesn't count in the stats. 3rd and 7. Here we're playing our match coverage. So instead of playing cover 0, now we're rushing 4. And I didn't call a stunt over here, but we just kind of get a natural stunt. As 30, roll it back, is working upfield. He feels 42 is vertical in front of him. He knows now I can come back underneath because 42 is now the edge rusher. All right? We don't talk to our guys about always being a C-gap rush contain guy, all right? Because in a lot of our coverage, we got linebackers reading the QB. If the QB scrambles, it's on our linebackers, all right? Ideally, yes, you want that. But if I'm going against a tackle that the first thing he's going to do is out-leverage you out here, then go inside, all right? So we teach our guys about protection, but I'm not a guy that says you always need to be in the C-gap. Now, if that guy's going to the C-gap and this tackle's sitting right here, or the B-gap and he's just sitting right here, we're going to rip his butt, all right? But if your tackle's oversetting you, go inside, all right? These offensive line coaches teach for D coordinators. They're going to say they always have a C-gap player. They always have a C-gap player. They always have a C-gap player. You don't necessarily need to be a C-gap player, all right, if your tackle's out-leveraged you. Here we're dropping. Still in our Apple section. And again, what we call our front and our coverage, and everyone knows what's going on based on that. No, we didn't see this one. Go to the end zone. 3rd and 10. So normally, we just speed the QB up a little bit. It's 3rd and 10. He thinks it's cover 0. I got to get rid of it. One thing I've noticed as a coordinator, Sometimes you don't want to speed up that quarterback. All right? If you're bringing 5 and 6 and they're better than you, he's going to catch it and throw it right now, and you probably have a 50% ball. If you sit that guy back and you give him some time, maybe he's off that throw to his best receiver that's getting covered pretty decently. But if you're bringing 5 and 6 right now, he's catching that ball and he's thinking, boom, get rid of it. Sometimes you don't want that as a defense, right? And you don't want to speed up that quarterback. You don't want him to get it to his best guy. Maybe you're like, oh, let's get off my best guy. Let me go over here. Oh, what's that guy doing? And now you can get a sack. We've got more sacks rushing 3 and 4 than we have 5 and 6. All right? 5 and 6, we get the ball out fast sometimes, which you want, but sometimes you don't want it out fast because he's going to throw it to their best player. Here's against a little play action concept. Good play, maybe pass interference with our DB with his left hand on the shoulder. Defensive coaches, that's just great defense, right? Here we get the wing. So we're going to wobble this guy like we talked about in the coverage, number 1. 16 and 31 will take him if he crosses. Play it. All right, so 31's a little bit wrong. He should own him. 16. Why we do it that way is one time I saw the play action, tailback went one way, wing went the other. Our DBs ran into each other. We don't want that, all right, especially in cover 0. So they'll wobble, pause it, they own the tailback and the wing. If both guys go this way, 16 will take the first thing out, 31 will take the second. Both guys go this way, 31 takes the first thing out, 16 takes the second. Both split, they'll stay. 31 does a bad job here, though. Again, a little handsy there on the back, which I don't like.